Hey guys, what's up? It's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be kind of a throwback to old videos of mine and maybe a little bit different than my current videos. If you look back in my old videos, I have a lot of Goodwill outlet thrift hauls. It is one of my absolute favorite things to do. Obviously because of coronavirus, Goodwills just in general were closed, but Goodwill outlets especially have been closed. If you don't know what they are, the Goodwill outlet, sometimes called the Goodwill bins, it's a place where Goodwill kind of gives their overflow, whether they put it out on the floor and it didn't sell, or sometimes I think they just get too much stuff and they don't even want to deal with it, so it just gets loaded up on the truck and goes to the outlet. Everything is just thrown in bins, nothing is sorted, it's not on hangers or anything. You pay by the pound. Every Goodwill outlet is different. I've probably been to 5 or 6 different locations all throughout California, and the price per pound is different. Even at the same one, I've been charged different things for things like shoes and glassware. It's kind of like the last stop before the trash, but it's very economical. If you enjoy looking for a great deal, it is one of the most satisfying places you will ever go. The Goodwill outlet has been closed for 5 months, which has kind of hurt me inside. Ever since I started going, I don't think I've gone that long without going. It is sincerely one of the only activities that I will ditch doing pretty much anything else to go do. It just makes me so happy. That sounds so weird and so crazy, but some people think it's gross and whatever. I understand, but I am a Goodwill outlet lover. So I go to the Goodwill outlet to buy clothes for myself as well as selling clothes. I have a Poshmark page which I will link, and I also will sell things at Plato's and Crossroads. When I first started going to the Goodwill outlet, I was just buying for myself. I just used to sell my clothes at Crossroads and on Poshmark. Once I was going to the Goodwill outlet, I was finding all these pieces that I was like, I know that this would sell. My sister and I had a Google Doc spreadsheet where we would track everything that we'd bought, and then we would figure out the average price for every item and track what we sold it for to make sure we could actually make money from it. And I mean, we didn't get rich off of it, but it was fun for us, and then we were able to make back all the money that we spent and still keep clothes for ourselves. So I'm very excited. This has been a very long intro just to say that I have a Goodwill haul finally after 5 months. This is definitely by far not the best haul ever. I went to the Goodwill outlet in Sacramento. I normally go to one right outside of San Francisco, but that one is still closed. Sacramento just does not draw in as bougie of people, so the clothing there is not as amazing, but I'm very happy that I got to go, and I still found some cool things. All the items that I got, I am going to sell. I got 4 pieces of clothing and 3 pairs of shoes for $13. Okay, so the first thing I got is this Victoria's Secret sport bra. A lot of these bras sell for a lot, and also they're just so light. It's kind of almost a mesh jersey looking material. I don't think I'll make a bunch of money on this, but I do think that I will be able to sell it, and maybe normally I wouldn't pick it up because I don't think I'm gonna make more than a few dollars. But just because it's been so long, I kind of was I'm just gonna go for it and get things just to entertain myself. I have nothing better to do, so I can just try to list on Poshmark and see what happens. The next thing I got is a Wild Fox sweater, which I've never picked up this brand, but I watch a lot of resellers and this brand seems to do really well. And I looked up this exact sweater and it's sold on Poshmark for $50 as worn, stained sweater. It just says, love me, say that you love me. It's definitely worn, but there was a stain, but it looks like I got it out. So I'm hoping that this actually does pretty well. Normally I would see this and this is to me not very cute, but the brand seems to be popular, so hopefully I can sell it. This next sweatshirt, again, is not something that I personally find cute, but I could see this possibly selling. The brand is Madison and Berkeley, and when I looked it up, this sweatshirt has been done 1,000 times and you can buy it off Amazon, but this exact brand was sold at Nordstrom for a time. And it says, the bags under my eyes are designer. There are definitely people in the market for stuff like this. I am not one of them, but there's a market for this. No hate or shade if you like this type of stuff. It's just not my personal style. This next sweatshirt is a little bit of a gamble because it's not like really a brand. The brand, it says Paradise. It's an extra large. It's a very worn, it almost looks like it's like from the 80s or 90s, but it says Beverly Hills sweatshirt, which I think is pretty cool. It's very big. I could see it's still a little bit wet. I had to like air dry it and it is so heavy and it has not dried very well, but it is clean. So it's got this Beverly Hills logo on the front, and I'm gonna try to sell it on Poshmark, but I could also see it being one of those things that sells better in person, maybe at like Crossroads. I sometimes have a hard time selling things like that on Poshmark because a lot of times people search by brand, and something like that might do well on Depop, but I don't have a Depop, so I don't know much about the app either, so kind of just like stick to where I am. Next are the 3 pairs of shoes that I got. The first pair is this pair of snakeskin mules that are like pinkish color, and the brand is Old Navy, which I normally would not get. Old Navy anything is not really something I would necessarily pick up, but I thought that these were very trendy and they were like perfect. They're not really worn or used. So if they were any other brand, I would be like 100%. And I either decide to get something based on the brand or by the looks, and sometimes like a combination, but I just thought that these were pretty current style of shoes. I do have them listed. They don't have any likes, so we'll see how it goes. Maybe I could sell them at like Plato's Closet. If they were my size though, I would probably keep them. So then the next pair of shoes that I got are these pair of gray Uggs. I see Uggs honestly all the time at the Goodwill outlet. Most of the time they're pretty torn up and used, and I normally don't pick them up, but when I saw them, the bottoms are just not used like at all, and so I figured why not see. They are a little like stained on the front, I think like water stained, but they're very soft on the inside. I figured why not? These are a good pair to try out. Uggs aren't necessarily like super trendy now like the way that they used to be, but I think there's still a huge market out there for Uggs because obviously they're comfortable shoes and people like fell in love with the comfort of them. So we'll see how these do. Maybe like list them for like 30, 40 bucks just to see how it goes. The last pair of shoes are these 90s sandals, and I was really hesitant about getting them, but I actually just got a pair of Doc Martens that look very similar to this, and I am very hesitant sometimes to get this like retro or like 90s looking older pieces, but I decided why not just go for it. The brand is No Boundaries, which I looked it up. They're nothing special, but I think they very much have that Doc Marten look, and they have even the stitching that's very similar. They're in pretty good shape and they're kind of platform. So I could definitely see some like Tumblr aesthetic girl wearing these. She just has to find them on my Poshmark, so hopefully she finds them. Those were all of the items that I got. I'm so happy that I finally got to go back and share this stuff with you guys. I wish that I could go back and get like an amazing haul. I've been watching a lot of Goodwill outlet hauls, and it seems like throughout the country, they're in different states obviously. Some of them are open and people are finding amazing things, and I wish I could go back to my old Goodwill outlet right now, and when it opens again, hopefully I will have a huge amazing haul, but I was still really excited to just be able to go and have a small little haul to share. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I can make more of these Goodwill outlet thrift hauls soon, and I will see you guys in my next video.